Hello and welcome back to First Time Watching. This is your host Nate. Today I'm going to be reacting to a video titled Don't Stay in School. Now YouTube recommended this video to me out of the blue. It's 5 years old. I know of the guy Boyinaband. I've seen him in a PewDiePie video before, ages ago. Never really checked out his stuff. This popped up. I listened to a couple seconds of it and it turns out it's a song, and I thought, screw it, this would be good for the channel. So, I'm gonna react to this for the first time, let's do it. Before we do that though, smash that subscribe, smash that like, I'd really appreciate it. And yeah, let's not waste any more time. Okay, yeah, this is the dude. Cool.
I wasn't taught how to get a job, but I can remember dissecting a frog. I wasn't taught how to pay tax, but I know loads about Shakespeare's classics. I was never taught how to vote. They devoted that time to defining isotopes. I wasn't taught how to look after my health, but mitochondria is the powerhouse of the
powerhouse of the cell. Okay, so I see what he's going with. The title pulled me in. I was like, this has a lot of views, Don't stay in school, what's it going to be about? I get it now. So he's trying to say that we didn't learn important stuff in school, we learned things that were pointless. And he's got flow to boot. I like this a lot.
Never spent a lesson on current events. Instead, I studied the old American West.
Sure,
I was never taught what laws there are. I was never taught what laws there are.
Okay. Forget the flow. Okay.
Henry VIII killed his women. Divorce beheaded died. Divorce beheaded survived.
Okay.
That's in my head instead of financial advice.
Yeah, okay. So I like that. He had the flow, but then he figured that one line about, what was it, not knowing what laws there are, he just had to break the flow just to mention a second time he doesn't know what laws there are because it wasn't taught in school. Also, I'm an Australian, by the way, so we kind of learned different stuff, but I see how it correlates. Let's keep going.
I was shown the wavelengths of different hues of light, but I was never taught my human rights. Apparently there's 13. Do you know them? I don't. Why the hell can't we both recite them by rote? I know igneous, metamorphic, and sedimentary rocks. Yeah,
good question.
What about trading stocks or how money works?
True. Man, oh my god. He is making points right now. I can't believe this. Also, I feel like other channels, like, they go back, so maybe I should do that. They go back when they pause. But yeah, like, talking about stocks, that is something that I kind of really wish that I had learned. Because even now, as a 25-year-old, I don't really do stocks. I know nothing about it. And it's something that I do want to get into. So it's going to be something I have to research on my own, instead of having learnt about it in 12 years of learning from like kindergarten through 6, then like this is the Australian school system. Public school is kindergarten through 6, and then high school is year 7 through 12, which is 12 years of schooling. And you pretty much never touch on these things.
Thick and sedimentary rocks, yet I don't know squat about trading stocks or how money works at all. Where does it come from? How does the thing that motivates the world function? Not taught to budget and disperse my earnings. I was too busy there rehearsing cursive. Didn't learn how much it costs to raise a kid or what an affidavit is, but I spent days on what the quadratic equation is.
The quadratic. He's doing the quadratic. Hey. Okay. The quadratic equation. I didn't remember it off the top of my head. I put my hand up for that. But that was huge in high school. I do remember that. I took extension math. I was absolutely dreadful at it. I had a tutor for math that I would go to every week. Oh my god. This is... Not only is that, like... It's alarming to me, but it's like giving me post-traumatic stress disorder. I don't want it.
B plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. That's insane. That's absolutely insane.
That's insane.
basic first aid, or how to
Yeah, sure.
deadly mental
I
disorders
agree.
or diseases with preventable causes, or how to buy a house with a mortgage if I
Yes.
can afford it, because
Oh
abstract
my
maths was
God.
deemed more important than advice that would literally save thousands of lives.
Yeah. Like, think about it like this. Like, I mean, I guess it's kind of a funny joke now, but like back then all of our teachers would say like, oh, you know, you need to know this stuff because it's not like you'll be carrying a calculator around in your pocket, and yet now we all have smartphones where you can literally be like, hey Google, tell me fucking whatever is whatever, and it will literally just tell you on the spot. Also, I hope that I didn't just set off your things. I guess get back on
More
that.
important than advice that would literally save thousands of lives. But it's cool, because now I could tell you if the number of unnecessary deaths caused by that choice was prime. Never taught present-day practical medicines, but I was told what the ancient Hippocratic method is. I've got a headache, the pain is ceaseless, what should I take? Maybe try some leeches? Could we discuss domestic abuse and get the
Old
facts
school
on
medicine?
how to help my
Maybe.
depressed friend with a mental state? No, but learn mental maths, because you won't have a calculator with you every day.
Oh my god! Oh my god. I'm just that good. I predict. He predict, and he also predict. I don't fucking know. But basically, he just hit on exactly what I just said then. Fucking oath.
No, but learn mental maths, because you won't have a calculator with you every day. They say it's not the kids, the parents are the problem. Then if you taught the kids to parent, that's the problem solved then. Or this advice about using a condom.
Oh my
not
god.
when you actually have a kid when you want one.
Yes. I mean, say, like, I think I missed something there. I'm gonna want to listen to that again. But sex ed in school was such a joke. Like, I remember, I think that we had it maybe a few times in probably year 6. So, back in year 6, that was 2006 for me, we were 11. And 11-year-old kids don't take that shit seriously. I feel like that needs to be taught maybe for us a bit later, and also like for it to be made more of a serious thing, because I remember everyone just laughed and we was like, oh, haha, penis type thing. Anyway.
This advice about using a condom, but not for when you actually have a kid when you want one. I'm only fluent in
There you
this
go.
language for serious. The rest of the world speaks too. Do you think I'm an idiot? He chose the solo over the political system, so like a typical citizen, now I don't know what I'm voting on. Which policies exist or how to make them change. Mais oui, je parle un peu de français. So at 18 I was expected to elect a representative for a system I had never ever been presented with. But I won't take it. I'll tell everyone my childhood was wasted. I'll stir it everywhere how I was educated, and insist these pointless things don't stay in school.
Ooh. If you can't explain why the subject is applicable to most people's lives, that subject should not be mandatory. Oh, we should choose if we want to learn more. Bro. Dude. That was cool. Hold on. That was very cool. I like how he kind of, at the end, he sort of like brought it up to like this crescendo, and then the don't stay in school part, I thought that was kind of like, don't stay in school is like kids get out of school, but actually what he said was making sure that the subjects that aren't necessary don't stay in school. So the kids do stay in school, but just learn necessary things. Also, I see a video there called Don't Stay in School Hate Comments. Is that legit? Yeah, it is. That's his video as well. Okay, we're not gonna go there, but yeah, I just wanted to say that was really cool to look at. I kind of think like I should get my mum to watch this, because she was a public school principal for 40 odd years, teacher and principal. I wonder how she would react to that. Maybe you guys let me know if that's something you would want to see, and maybe I can get my mum in the chair and see what she thinks about this. But yeah, from my opinion, I think that what he's saying has some real merit. I will admit, I'm gonna say from a perspective of a student who I did pretty well in school, however, I don't know, there were moments where I wish I didn't have to go, but it was fun. It's a fun time, and a lot of people say school's the best time of your life because you're not worried about anything, you just school, friends, and whatever activities you do. But I have to admit that if they were teaching things like all this real life stuff, I'm certain that maybe for me, I'm not sure everyone, but I feel like maybe I would have been super bored by that kind of stuff. But I mean, if they were able to teach it in an entertaining way, and that's not to say that math was entertaining, or that, learning another language was important or entertaining. I mean, I think learning another language is interesting, but that was an elective from 7 through all the way up to 12. So for the last 6 years of high school, you were able to take learning another language. And I think that we were forced to take it 7 and 8, and then you could drop it 9, 10, 11, 12. In fact, you may have even had to take one in year 9. I think I took French from 7 through 9, but, God, I don't remember much of that. And I did go to France with that trip. That was probably the best thing, that you could get out of that, is that you go to France and actually sort of put those skills to use. That's a little bit of life skillage, I guess, but no other class in school sort of really teaches you important life skills, like actual life skills, like knowing stocks, knowing tax. Like, tax is just like, what the fuck? What is tax? Send it off to an accountant who knows. I don't know. I wouldn't be able to do tax by myself, figuring it out. And what were some other things that he pointed out? Especially right at the beginning, he didn't know the laws of the country he lived in. That is so true. We were not taught the laws. And I mean, if we were told to sit down in class and recite all the laws, it would be boring as fuck. But now that I think about it, I'm gonna retrospect. I'm pulling a 180 on my other 180. Even if all the kids were bored as hell, at the very least, having that small foundation, you may just remember tidbits, but that's still better than nothing. If you were in the stock classroom learning about stocks and you were bored and you're just like, this sucks, but then you just pick up a little thing, a little tidbit, that may help you more in the future than being in math class and learning about this plane is moving at this distance, at coming in to fucking ground at this angle, use fucking sine, tan, and cos to figure shit out. Man, school is crazy. I like this. I hope that possibly that may change in the future. Maybe kids in the future will be able to be taught things of importance, of value. Maybe this is the kind of thing that teachers need to see, so that while they're teaching their own respective sort of classes, say, you got your math, you got your English, you got your science, physics, chemistry, whatever, they may drop their own little bits of knowledge. And I noticed that kind of did happen. If you had a good teacher who wanted to be there and actually did want to teach his or her students, then it was always kind of a better class that way, because they would share with the class more than just writing on the board and making you copy it out and then giving you tests every now and then. There was some interaction, there was some level of getting to know them, and they could impart things upon you. I mean, yeah. But that was a really quick video. I just wanted to do a reaction to it. I saw it, and I've done it, and that was cool. I really liked that video. I'd almost listen to that, that was a bop. I'm putting it down, that is a bop. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think that this should be a change in the schooling system? Let me know. Smash the subscribe, smash the like. I'd really appreciate it. You guys have a fantastic day. Take care.